What is up, you dirty bitches? So I decided to make another video while I'm here on lockdown. I've actually locked myself down. I'm on double lockdown as it is Passover, and I think this is a really important Passover. Did you know that 3,000 years ago, when this all started, the original, everyone was on lockdown? It's no coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I don't know if you know my little Genesis 6:3, 3:6, 6:3, 6:3. Excuse me. Anyway, 120 years. Anyway, if you don't, look it up. It's in my other videos. I think it's Bible study with Jezebel. Yeah, I am. I've been. I am honoring Passover in every way that I can. So, whatever that means for anybody. I would have done it sooner if I'd have known. Anyway, I'd like to bring up a few points. And one of them I think I already brought up, but I think it's really important before people get sucked into the epidemic. Again, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying they're not being honest about it, one way or the other. And it's a point I made a while back, with these nursing homes. Abuse and neglect is rampant as it is. But when people neglect their residents, they get bed sores, they die. They die. They need to be taken care of every day. And shit like this causes a lot of people to die. People that might have, already been on their way out, they're going to die a lot faster. They're going to get pneumonia. They're going to get, and I don't always watch the news, but when I do, I don't watch bullshit media, the mainstream crap they're feeding you. I watch news from other countries. I watch, the national from Canada and shit like that. BBC. Yeah, because I think it's important to know. It gives you a different perspective, and I think that's important these days. They said that there was a nursing home where only 2 of these so-called 100-something deaths were related to COVID. Here's the thing. If COVID-9 is there, the whole freaking place has. Remember the cruise ships? Remember the airplanes? So my main point is just know you're being lied to. Who benefits? Who benefits from these lies? Okay. I have a couple points. That was one of them. What's my other one? I don't remember. Hold on. Oh yeah. And also, in this time, I believe that they are taking advantage of that narrative for their own, agenda. And one of them is, in California now, you can't leave your house without a mask on, or you'll be fined $1,000. What if people don't watch this bullshit news? What if people are done watching the news and they don't know? Because guess what? They're not buying into the bullshit. What happened to free will? What happened to free will? They're after your free will. I watched somebody get arrested on the beach, walking down the beach by himself. They're taking away your free will. They're taking away your free will. And until you understand that, I'm not saying, go and just run amok. I'm saying, pacify them for a minute. But understand what they're ramping up for. They're ramping up. They already signed. You don't have any personal property. Did you know that? You don't own anything anymore. They have the right to come and take whatever you own. So know that what it's going to lead to is people that don't want to be forced vaccinated are going to be forced to flee and live in exile, like the Mennonites. That's right, and that's exactly what I'm prepared to do. So, And so for the people that maybe you were a target or felt like you've been targeted, I know I have before. I kind of made myself a target. I prefer it that way. I choose my aggressors. I like to choose them. I go for the biggest, baddest motherfucker. No, you can expect to be reactivated if you haven't been fucked with for a while, because I know I have been. And I've recently been reactivated over this because they want. It'd be much easier if they could wrap you up and put you in a cell take away your rights that way. It'd be a lot easier. So don't get provoked like I do so easily. Know that's what's going on. They much rather, you know, yeah. So know that. Gird your loins, soldier. It's true. We have to have our spiritual armor on at all times. If you walk outside your door, know that, yeah, there is a battle going on all around you all the time. I guarantee it. And this is the most important weekend of my life. And I'm doing everything I can, to honor that the best way I know how with what I have. And that's doesn't include toilet paper. Yeah, well, anyway, we kind of have to follow our own hearts on that. I believe that so much of it was taken out of the Bible, so we don't have that knowledge and that power because knowledge is power. And it's been distorted so much so that I believe that most people are going to be deceived at the end of time. The end of time, there will be people they thought they were believers, they thought they had faith, they thought that they were worshiping God, and they were not. In fact, they were worshiping something that looked like God, talked like God. And it has everything to do with the money. It has everything to do with the power and control and these things of this earth, the material. Whoa. So that's all I got. Peace out, bitches. Be well.